Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK journey video. In this video I wanted to go over the team which has managed to execute and defeat the STOMPER boss on epic difficulty and move on to hell. Now I have all the heroes for this team, but I'm not quite able to get the execution because my Shakir is not at plus 15 exclusive equipment. The people who've managed to execute the boss have done it with this team. And so this is basically the best version of an epic team, even better than Taylene, because Taylene doesn't shine as much in STOMPER. There is a version of a Taylene team, but it's not going to be getting as high scores as this Shakir team. And even once we move on to hell difficulty, there's going to be another version which is not using Taylene, which is going to be better. So I'm going to show you the replays of that because All Great Gamer sent them to me. But first we're going to try, maybe we can get lucky on video, but I really doubt it. Give Odie the highest, because he's our main damage source. So as you can tell with the team, basically you have Odie being position swapped into the front, because then you're going to have Mikola buffing up the haste of your frontline allies, including Odie and Lily May. Shakir as well is going to be buffing up your entire team. And look how quickly Lily May clears the snowball that is being placed onto the Odie. And yeah, it's basically just instantly cleared, so Odie can continuously get off his damage. So far the run is looking amazing, right? Pretty much perfect, but the damage is going to slow down. And yeah, the Yeti cell, which is like this snowball effect, it becomes harder to clear as you get further through the boss. But we're still clearing it pretty rapidly. Shakir gets the ultimate again. The advantage of Mikola here, Mikola really needs Supreme Plus if you're going to run her in STOMPER, because she's not able to, like if you have her at Supreme Plus, then and you control the Honor Arena like we're in control of it right now, then her Curd Sphere, which is her ultimate, will continuously be casted. She will not need to recast it. And the problem with STOMPER is the boss keeps silencing you and preventing you from casting your ultimates, but that doesn't affect Mikola because if you have her at Supreme Plus. If you don't have her at Supreme Plus, then we're going to show like different replacement options. So there you saw pretty much a perfect run. Mikola died towards the end, but even if Mikola survived for an extra 10 seconds, we would not be able to get exactly the amount of damage we need. And it's just all about the Shakir not being at plus 15 exclusive equipment. I think that's pretty much it. Because if you get it to plus 15, he'll have more stats. Okay. So now if we don't have Mikola, then I think probably a good replacement for you guys to try would probably be Koko. Koko is not amazing in STOMPER boss because again, you're going to be denied your ultimate sometimes, but when you can cast it, it's going to be good. And it will give your team the life drain effect to allow you to survive for longer. So if you have Rainier or at Mythic Plus, then you can run this team. If you don't have Rainier at Mythic Plus, then I'll give you another team that we can try to run. But we're going to try this first. Because I noticed some people in my Discord were sharing that they were trying to use this team, but they don't have Rainier at Mythic Plus yet. Then it's not a good idea to use Rainier. He's only here because he has a debuff onto the boss, and that only happens when he's at Mythic Plus. So if you don't have Rainier at Mythic Plus, it's best to replace him for Thorn, who also has a debuff to increase the damage that the boss takes. Okay, so with Koko here, also the advantage is your whole team should pretty much survive the whole fight because of the damage reduction that Koko provides. And Koko is not a bad option in STOMPER. It's not the perfect, because look, see, she can't cast her ultimate right now, but after the blizzard goes away, then she can recast her ultimate and it can keep your team alive. So Shakir went down, which was a problem. Maybe if you tried this more times, ran it more times, you would be able to have Shakir survive for a higher score, but even as it is right now with Shakir dying, we still get over 82% of the boss's health, 28 billion damage, which is definitely not bad. But of course, as you could tell, Mikola is better because Mikola will increase your damage output. So Odie, Lily May, the best damage dealers for this boss. Now let's say you don't have Rainier at Mythic Plus, then I would say do Thorin, and we can even have Thorin up in the front, something like this. And give Lily May the energy on hit, or Shakir the energy on hit. Maybe Lily May would be higher damage. The interesting thing is that Tide Call spell is actually doing the best for this boss, and it's because it increases the damage you can deal to the boss. The other option is to go for Resonating Spell, which basically both Resonating Spell and Tide Call, they both depend on you casting ultimates, right? Like Resonating will give the attack buff to your Resonator when they cast the ultimate, but if you're denied from casting ultimates, Resonating is also weaker and Tide Call is also weaker. So they're both weaker, but overall I think Tide Call is better because it provides a debuff onto the boss, which allows you to deal more damage to him. And if there's a perfect timing, then it will even reduce his attack to prevent him from killing one of your heroes. So there Shakir died again. think, yeah, it's kind of a problem if you don't have Mikola in here for the healing. Shakir ends up dying. But still, we're going to end up with a pretty decent score. And honestly, yeah, I think if you're not running Rainier at Mythic Plus to swap the OD into the front, maybe running Shakir is not the best option. We can try something different. Like, let's say... The thing is, Smokey is not going to be an effective option for Snowstomper because he's going to keep getting interrupted. He's not going to have a good uptime of his attack buff. You could run Mikola even if she's at lower Ascension before Supreme Plus, because she's at least going to give the Honor Arena effect to your team, which will give them an attack boost. So that's definitely something you could do. Apart from that, is there any other... Like, I mean, rather than Shakira, I guess we could try Kruger. Kruger is always a good hero you can try, or even Tamisia we could try. But we'll try Kruger, because Kruger is a hero a lot of people are going to have. He doesn't have specific synergy in this team because we don't have that much... We have practically no physical damage other than himself. And he provides debuffs to the physical defense of the boss, causing the boss to take more physical damage. But Kruger is a good option in Dream Realm, especially early game. He's going to be good for you. So basically, it all comes down to the same heroes at the end for doing well in Dream Realm. The best damage dealers are OD, Lily May, Merrily Corrin, and Taylene if you have her. Those are usually... And then Lenya, Sinbad, they can work as well. But... yeah, those are basically probably the top damage dealer options, and you just usually have to pick 1 or 2 damage dealers for your team. Running 3 or more doesn't make sense because it's better to run supports and to carry those 2 damage dealers. Then also you're going to want to run some form of attack buff if possible. Smokey if he doesn't have any issues in that fight. But for example in Necro Draken and Snowstomper where he can't cast his ultimate that freely because they have like denial mechanics, then it's better to run something like Mikola. But otherwise, Smokey is usually one of the best options because he also heals your team up well. So those are some teams you can try. If we look through my other heroes, are there any other things that I would recommend running? No, it's basically Shakir, Kruger, Thorin if you don't have Rainier. Rainier Mythic Plus should always be run if you have him. You can also run heroes like Vala and Merrily. They would do fine, but not amazing. Merrily, Corrin are not going to do great into Snowstomper because the problem is that he is going to deny your ultimate cast, and both Merrily and Corrin, once you have the Mythic Plus or above, they will need ultimate casts either from themselves or their team to stack up to allow them to deal true damage. So they're not going to be that effective options here. Florabelle and Vala can be good because Florabelle can summon her minions. Like for example, let's say we have Florabelle here, and yeah, let's say we try Florabelle rather than Lily May if you don't have Lily May, for example. And Florabelle can even work at lower Ascension even if you have like 1-2 copies of her in your early game. Florabelle will not be bad for you. Because the advantage of Florabelle in this boss is her ultimate doesn't really help her in dealing damage to a Dream Realm boss. It's her summons which deal all of the damage. And as you can tell here, you have these 2 summons. They're going to continuously get off damage. And also they're going to clear that snowball effect off the OD really quickly, and now she has 3 of her minions all dealing damage. So Florabelle is pretty good here, and also she synergizes with Kruger because Kruger deals the defense debuff, physical defense, and more. Florabelle has physical, like she's a physical damage dealer. So Florabelle Vala work pretty well in Snowstomper, as you can tell, getting a pretty good score so far. So there's something you could definitely try if you don't have Lily May, for example. Florabelle and Vala do well specifically in Snowstomper, so those are 2 options. And apart from that, are there any other things? We mentioned Kruger, Shakir as like the tank, Thorin as a tank if you don't have Rainier at Mythic Plus, otherwise run Rainier at Mythic Plus. Apart from that, Ferestro is not bad here, but not great until we get to end this boss mode maybe. And the other heroes, Mikola is great. Tamisia can also be good. If you have a build, you can try her. And so those are basically the options you can put together a team. Basically try to have 2 damage dealers, have a debuffer like Rainier and then or Kruger or something like that. Have Shakira if you haven't built up. And then you'll have a pretty solid team. And especially if you're going to use Rainier Mythic Plus and you're going to position swap OD into the front, then that is the time you want to use Shakira and Mikola, because then they're going to buff up the OD in the front, right? Because Shakir and Mikola are always going to buff up your frontline allies. And so if you're not going to have OD in there as well, then it's maybe not better to have Shakir and Mikola, but it is when you have OD there. Okay. So, I do, but I think I've found the best team. Maybe he has another team idea to try. Okay, we're gonna watch All Grey Gamer's replay. This one, I believe. Yeah, so Shakir, same team that we were running, but watch his damage. And so Shakir is going to cast ultimate faster because of the plus 15 exclusive equipment, and that is going to give value, buffing up the Lily Mate and Odie a little bit faster. Potentially, if I kept running this, I don't know. I think at plus 10 exclusive equipment Shakir today is not going to be possible for you to get the clear of epic difficulty. I think you need that plus 15. Or maybe I need like Rainier epic level magic charms, which I don't have. And All Grey Gamer also doesn't have them, I think. Or I've seen people execute without that. Let's see what team he's suggesting. I'm the only one in my district. Okay. We'll take a look at that. Cool. Maybe he's running Tailene. Could be Tailene. For hard mode, so we're currently on epic mode, right? So you got the execution right there with 4 seconds left. That's pretty amazing. How do you do it so easily? He doesn't even have the epic charms on the Rainier. Our team is basically matching this. The only major difference is the Shakir at plus 15. And I think that makes a big difference. Allows him to cast ultimate faster, and he just gets off more damage in the fight. I haven't seen someone with plus 10 exclusive equipment clear the epic mode for today. Okay, he's running Koko instead of the Shakir. Yeah, I think definitely because he's on an earlier stage where he needs the survivability with the Koko. So it makes sense. So this is a team you can run as well. Like if you need more surviving, you can replace Shakir for Koko. You can replace Mikola for Koko. Both are good options. Yeah, I think because his team probably was wiping with Shakir in it, so it would be better for Koko. But for example, my team is not wiping. We need the damage. We need, but some people die to the end, but that's not the important thing. We need more damage output to get Odie's execution triggered. So Koko will not help me with that. We need the Shakir, and we need him at plus 15 exclusive equipment. But wow, are you kidding? From here, he killed the boss from here? Are you serious? How? Lily May is that broken? Like, we have the execution on the boss. Like, it'll trigger at... Wow. That is crazy. Wow. Congratulations, Jerry. His name is Jerry. Okay, anyway. Those are the teams that you can try. I guess if you're on hard difficulty, run Koko instead of Shakir. Otherwise, try to run Shakir on epic difficulty, and if you have Shakir at plus 15 and you're at like maximum resonating level, then you might just be able to clear the boss today, which is pretty amazing. Okay, now let's take a look at the hard replay from All Grey Gamer. So let's just find that over here. He tried 2 teams. Verdant did better for him. Okay, Verdant did better for him. Let's watch this. So he has a Thorn in here instead of the Shakir because you need more survivability. And yeah, Thorn is going to be soul pacting Lily May. Mikola run up to the front. Okay, really, this is optimal positioning for the team. Look at that. Mikola buffing up everyone. And looking really good. Verdant's spell gives you more, like, it gives damage reduction on tanks. It gives haste on your supports, penetration on your rogue. And I believe it gives attack speed on the marksman. I'm pretty sure. Wow, amazing. Whoa, he took that hit? That is crazy. Very impressive. Okay, 43 seconds left. Okay, Odie went down there, which is unfortunate. How much is he going to get from this? 23 seconds left. 42 billion damage. Yeah, this is probably the best version for Hell. If you can make it to Hell, then you can try this. So Thorin was soul pacting Lily May. Mikola was in the upper left corner. If we just take a look at it again. And then Rainier, Odie in the middle. Alright guys, but anyway, that's going to be it for this video. Thank you for watching. Hopefully these teams work out well for you today. And after this, I'm going to be recording a video for Faction Talent Guide. And how to get the single, double, triple buff tiles. And also then what I recommend, which ones to level up. So look forward to that. And if you guys want to join my AFK Journey Discord server, where we have a lot of different chat rooms which you can probably learn things from for the different areas of the game, and also you can ask me questions. We can chat about anything there. I check Discord regularly, so go ahead and join that, and the link to it will be in the description of this video and is in the description of all my videos. But thanks for watching guys, that's gonna be it for this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. And until then, everyone, peace out for now, and thank you for watching.